Hello and welcome back to Not a Watch Snob. I am your host, Fan Mail Frank.
Oh, is this your precious little watch guy, huh?
And I'm working on behalf of USPS here to deliver the most finest packages in all the land.
I freaking hate Amazon!
If you are liking these videos, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And so would Bill. A huge shout out to my boy over at I Love Cheap Watches for sending us in some fan mail today. Thank you very much. Go ahead and check out his channel at I Love Cheap Watches on YouTube, as well as under my channel's playlist. You will find him there as well. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy.
Amazon!
If you like seeing new watches and getting your wallet drained, if you wanna go Rolex, but your wife might complain.
Get ready to be transported back to New York, 1955. The Dodgers beat the New York Yankees 4-3 in the World Series. Sugar Ray Robinson wins the World Boxing Championship. A black and white TV cost $99.95. A simpler time. A time chock full of new movies, beautiful music, and entertaining art. The future was looking bright. The war was over, Americans returned home, and everyone had a little bit of extra money in their pockets. And Bulova was at the height of the American watch industry. Okay, so I'm nerding out over this watch box. I mean, everything about it is absolutely beautiful. That beautiful dancing woman emblem with the clock behind it, with that sunburst pattern on this box is just absolutely gorgeous. It looks like wealth and luxury, and it looks like they actually took time when making this watch box. Now when you open up this beautiful watch box, you see the fake pink felt, very typical 50s, with the beautiful silk Bulova and a gold etching around it. Now I love that because it says 5th Avenue, very luxurious street in New York City, and you're probably wondering where's the Bulova? Well, instead of a Bulova, we have an even specialer treat. We have an Omega DeVille. To be specific, a 1967 DeVille. Now that is the very first time Omega launched the DeVille, and it is one of their most famous lines. Now we will be getting back to that in a few minutes, but for now let's focus on this really cool box, because within this box we actually have the official paperwork from Bulova. Now it is dated 6/4/55. Now that is what the tag says, and if you open this up, you will find all of the information from the original receipt from Goldman's Jewelers down in Kansas City, Kansas. Now this was for a man named A. Brown, I believe. He is from, obviously, somewhere in Kansas. It is dated 6/2/55, very close to my birthday. I'm 6/20. And this man bought this on layaway because this watch was actually a very expensive Bulova watch that he was purchasing. The fact that he couldn't afford it at the time, I mean, it was $66. Now, if you equate that to modern times, that is a $900 watch. The poor man, he was probably just a bus driver. The man must have loved that watch and treasured it because it is not in the box. So I'd love to hear the stories from that watch. However, we unfortunately do not have it here. Instead, we have this beautiful Omega DeVille. Now, if you were to look up 7 milestones of Omega watches, the DeVille is one of those milestones. Omega launched the DeVille in 1967. It had been a part of the Seamaster collection line since the 60s. However, it decided to branch out and become its own thing in 1967, and this was the watch that they went with. It quickly became America's best-selling collection, and the name stood for an entire different philosophy that was different than Omega, because the name DeVille wasn't created at Omega's headquarters. Instead, it was more sophisticated, and it became a trademark that was passed down to them from Geneva. The collection was intended to represent a new urban elegance. The collection included rectangular, ultra-slim models with hand-wound caliber 620s within them. The design for the Omega de Ville has won 6 Golden Roses at the Baden-Baden Design Awards in the 1970s, as well as the Grand Prix Tremendo de Excellence European. I have no clue what the hell that means, but it means it's a pretty damn cool watch. Overall, this was a really, really cool gift from I Love Cheap Watches. I really appreciate it. If you are looking for something to watch, go ahead and check out his channel. You will not be disappointed. It is amazing to always catch up on. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy.